I'm Ben Vandenberg, Principal Platform Evangelist for Adobe. In this video, we're going to see how Adobe, together with Microsoft, is helping drive modern productivity and collaboration, document automation and intelligence, and information protection, security, and compliance. We'll see how our tools like Adobe Document Cloud, integrated into Microsoft 365, can help solve many productivity challenges. We'll also see how developers can use our integrations to tie into Microsoft Power Platform. If we go back to the categories we showed before, we're going to break our demo down into 3 different sections. Let's start with modern productivity and collaboration. Work gets done through a variety of different apps, whether they're desktop apps, web apps, mobile apps, or apps that we build by ourselves. Part of our philosophy is that we want to bring the tools that people trust from Adobe to where people work and collaborate today. That's why we have brought Adobe Acrobat directly into Microsoft Teams. For example, my colleague has sent me this PDF report for me to review. Directly in Teams, I can open that PDF in Adobe Acrobat and add my feedback right in the context of the document, just like I would an Office document. In fact, anyone in the conversation can add their comments and reply. Let's add a few more comments. So if I look at this last sentence here, I want to remove that. So I can just select that, and then I can strike through. I can also add a little bit of a comment here to let them know what I want. Along with that, let's scroll down a little bit more in this document, and I want them to add a trend line. So to communicate that, I can use my drawing tool to add my drawing of an arrow to tell them that I want to add that in there. In addition, you have other tools in Acrobat you can use, like add and remove pages, or even convert back to Office formats. All the comments and documents are saved automatically into Teams, SharePoint, or OneDrive. For developers who want to also embed these experiences into your own apps, we also have our PDF Embed API you can use to do just that. Before we release this report, we need to get an NDA signed by our client and our manager. With Acrobat Sign, we can send that for e-signature in Teams. You can simply select your file in locations like OneDrive and specify your recipients. You can then easily use drag and drop to place where you want to sign and send it out. The signer receives an email. They can click the link in the email to view and sign the document right within their web browser. But if the signer's in Microsoft Teams, they can get a notification telling them that there's an agreement for them to sign and sign right inside of Teams. And for developers who are interested in embedding e-signature experiences into your own apps, we also have our Acrobat Sign APIs that can help you do just that. These are the same APIs we use to integrate into Microsoft 365, Salesforce, Workday, and many other platforms. Now let's move on to document automation. Microsoft Power Automate is a powerful way to create automated low-code business workflows. So what we have done is we've embedded Power Automate directly into Adobe Acrobat Sign. This allows us to help manage pre-signature workflows like document generation, as well as dynamic routing, and store the documents in the right place after it's been signed and approved. It also gives our users access to over 700 plus connectors within Power Automate, as well as premium connectors. And the best thing about it is that it is included as part of Adobe Acrobat Sign licensing. Let's walk through a quick example. Let's say we have a contract we need to send, but depending on the contract value, there may be different approvers that we need involved in the process. In Acrobat Sign, we can trigger the flow, which creates a self-serve wizard experience for the sender. When we fill out this form, this will inform what will be included in the contract and who will get routed to. This flow here gathers up the contract template, which is stored in SharePoint. It then uses Adobe Document Generation Service, which is part of our Adobe PDF Services connector, to dynamically create personalized documents. This allows you to set conditional sections, merge data tables, and images. There are also additional actions that are available within Power Automate such as Adobe PDF Services, which allow you to take action on any of your common PDF actions like merging PDFs together, exporting them into other formats, optimizing them for accessibility, and so forth. It then routes the document to the VP or the account executive based on the contract value and sends that out for signature with the Acrobat sign. They can then click the link in the email to view and sign, where they'll see their personalized agreement that has the personalized branding, as well as the personalized content based on those conditional parameters that they can then simply view and sign directly within their web browser. The value of this is that it allows you to reduce the amount of templates that you need to create for different variations of your contract and make it more self-serve for people needing to send those agreements. We do also make it extremely easy to get started, as we have pre-created templates that you can use to start for common workflows, like storing in different repositories or generating agreements. This allows us to connect to systems like Dataverse, Power Apps, and other services, so you can spend less time asking, does this integrate with my apps? And more time asking, how can I integrate more into my business? These workflows mean fewer clicks, smarter routing, and no bottlenecks. Now let's move on to our third category, which is information protection, security, and compliance. The reality of today is we work in many different cloud platforms, and this poses a risk to your organization's most sensitive documents. To help with this, we have partnered with Microsoft to integrate Microsoft Purview Information Protection directly inside of Adobe Acrobat, so you can apply security labels to your PDF documents. All of your policies come from Microsoft Purview to determine whether headers, footers, encryption, or access restrictions need to be applied to the document. Another way we also secure the authenticity of your PDF documents is electronic seals. Electronic seals allow you to apply seals on documents much like a corporate stamp. They're signed with a digital certificate from a trust service provider, so you can authenticate that your documents came from your organization and are not fraudulent. Adobe Acrobat Sign also provides an end-to-end audit report, so you can see when a document was created, sealed, emailed, viewed, signed. It is also available as metadata you can pull into your apps via API. From getting documents generated, to e-signatures, to optimizing for accessibility, to extracting information from PDFs, all of these services are available through Power Automate, as well as APIs to integrate with your apps. To learn more, go to our website to get started, and also check out some of the apps available within AppSource, where you can integrate those within Microsoft 365. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of Microsoft Build.